What's going on, everyone? It's Saturday. You know what that means. It is time for History of Azrael in Comics number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the first one. Love to see all the comments. But yeah, let's dive right in. Let's get into number 2. So, his first time donning his costume, Azrael meets Batman Bruce Wayne, accompanied by his butler Alfred, who had traveled to Switzerland investigating the mystery behind Azrael's father's death. Although at first they are at odds with each other, Azrael is eventually forced to rescue Bruce from Bais Laha and ends up rejecting the Order's violent and uncaring methods in favor of the more humanitarian efforts Batman encourages. Already being aware of Wayne's secret identity, he travels back to Gotham and begins working with the Bat family. So we get a little bit of origin here of Azrael. We find out that Bruce and Alfred went to go visit him. They wanted, Azrael rescued Bruce from Liha and ends up rejecting the Order's violent and uncaring methods to go more humanitarian route with the Wayne family. Bruce quickly began to train Azrael as a replacement Batman to protect Gotham City in the event that an emergency should prevent him from doing it himself. Valley is called up to active duty under the cowl sooner than expected when the supervillain Bane breaks Bruce Wayne's spine, crippling him and forcing him into a wheelchair. Although initially effective in his role, the effect of the system on Valley's mind led him to becoming a much more cold and violent Cape Crusader, alienating many of Batman's former friends and allies, notably Commissioner Gordon and Robin. So Batman trained him to be the next Batman to take over. Something happened. Then we find out that Bane breaks Batman's back, and Valley had to step into that role a little bit more quicker. And we found him resorting to his old ways, being more violent than Batman was against his enemies, and kind of like pushing away Commissioner Gordon and Robin. So he's his own little hero, I guess. For a period, John Paul went insane, utilizing skills implemented deeply within his mind. He modified the Batsuit to a much more technologically advanced version, capable of inflicting more damage while as intended. It was initially difficult to discern that a new man was under the suit. Several close to Batman on both sides of the law were immediately able to tell that it was someone new, most notably Catwoman and the Joker. So not a lot of people knew that Batman was down and out, and John Paul took over for him and made his own suit, being able to inflict more damage. But Catwoman and the Joker were the only two to realize that this wasn't Batman, which is kind of cool. However, Valley grew more involved in his role. It quickly became apparent that he was of a different breed. He allowed the mass murderer arbitrator to fall to his death and let several other innocent people to die as indirect results of his actions. Preferring to punish criminals rather than save lives, he found detective work to be boring and concentrated much more on the physical aspects of crime fighting. So we see that, unlike Batman, where he has the no-kill rule, John Paul kind of kills. He let innocent people die, let the arbitrator die. He was not interested in detective work. He was more interested in physically beating up people. His adventures as Batman would also not infrequently take him outside of Gotham City, functioning in Batman's role along with other heroes, even in a large battle, such as the Bloodbath mission launched by Amanda Waller against Taker. So we see him going with other stuff that Batman did, like the Justice League, like going and help Amanda Waller and other factions. But yeah, so this is where we end off today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button so you get notified of all the other great videos. Until then, this is Dan. Have a great one. We'll see you in the next one.